Here's to new memories. Perhaps they will be good ones this time.
What is up, you guys? This is All Danny Day 1 on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you a build breakdown update on Magik. This is also going to be a summoner build. So for her base damage, she gains an automatic 25% for her summon powers, which is a nice big amount. Her two main attributes are fighting and energy. She automatically gains a 280 health on hit. Her two main defensive stats are defense and deflect. They both have the 20% multiplier, and they both gain a 600 base. She also gains close quarters. When you hit with a melee power, you gain 8% damage reduction for 3 seconds. So for her abilities, I'm using soul slashing, soul slashing on X, stepping disc on L2 circle because that's my dash, dark pact on L2 square, soul brand on triangle, command lesser bile demon on square, command fist of Nazareth on circle, back from limbo on L2 triangle, and her signature otherworldly nova on L2X. Her talents, I went with bile demons, branded mind, limbo's enforcer, restless spirits, and otherworldly command. Oh no, I did not. Actually, not. That was a different build. I forgot to switch that out. So not otherworldly command. It's gonna be disciple of limbo. So the reason why I'm using disciple of limbo is because it says back from limbo causes the captured minion to fire twice as many soul projectiles and deal 300% more damage with its own attacks. So this whatever you capture will do basically 4 times the damage output it normally does, and the souls that there's gonna just be a good amount of souls, like a good chunk of souls spewing out of it, hitting multiple targets. Otherworldly command is nice too, because it gives your demon minions 100% double their damage for 10 seconds. But the only problem with that is it is based off your signature. Next thing would be with the Restless Souls. It says automatically trigger 2 Vengeful Spirits whenever you use Spear Fang, Soul Shockwave, Soul Brand, or Sorcerer's Eruption. So we're not using any of those except for Soul Brand. And you also get Vengeful Spirit max of +5 charges. Limbo's Enforcer. So Limbo's Enforcer changes the command of Nazareth into command Fist of Nazareth. Fist of Nazareth mainly because he basically becomes a tank for you, so he starts to taunt enemies around you and whatnot. So this definitely helps out. Branded Mind. Soul Brand's base effect is automatically applied whenever you hit enemies with a magic power. When Soul Brand is manually activated, enemies will become confused, attacking each other. So I have this in my loadout because of the confused, but it's also really nice that you can automatically apply Soul Brand without having to use it. So, but the thing is with this one, if you manually activate it, it does give Soul Brand a cooldown. So that's something to keep in mind. Bile demons, it just turns your lesser demons into bile demons. So for my synergies, I went with Beast, Blade, Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Gambit, Hawkeye, Magik, Rocket Raccoon, Squirrel Girl, and War Machine. The next thing would be the infinity points. So I put all my points into fighting. If you don't have 25 points, I would suggest either putting your points into crit damage, probably micro warps or gravity well if you're trying to get more damage output, and the last one would probably be inner resilience for the health on hit. Yeah, just that'll be about it. So the next thing is gonna be the gear. I'm fairly geared out, I suppose. There's still some bits and pieces that I could switch out and whatnot, but yeah. So my artifacts that I'm using the Sharabus Neotum. I would say this is a great artifact for her. mainly because I mean it summons demons, which is pretty awesome. It does like that it's a 5-minute cooldown for off your signature, but either way, she gets summon power increase. She also gains crit damage increase. 10% chance when you hit with a cooldown power to gain 4.7% attack speed for 10 seconds. That's whatever. And yeah. The next one would be Iron Legion Armor Sheath. So she gains plus 5 energy, 254 damage rating to summon powers, 327 brutal strike rating, and 1776 health. So this one is I would highly suggest having this one if you can get it, because I mean it gives you your energy as well. So the last one is the Cargo's Rewrites. I'm only using this mainly because of the +2 to all attributes. When you critically hit, you recover 5 spirit, which is nice. When you use your signature power, knock nearby enemies back, and upon landing, enemies are stunned for 1 second. After the stun ends, enemies suffer a rewrite, pulling them back in, and that's a 30-second cooldown. I'm mainly using this for the +2, +3 to all attributes. It would have been nice if I had a +3. But it's it is what it is. So I'm using Complete Relic of Subterranea mainly because I wanted it for the defense. I guess you could use it for you could use Xander or Asgard, but I just used it with Subterranea because of defense. My Catalyst, it's almost good. It has the regenerate 25% of your health up to 3,100 spirit when you use your medkit, and it also has the gain of damage shield equal to 50% of your max health when you use your medkit, and 10% chance when you are hit to regenerate 500 health and it's a 2-second cooldown. Only thing that I don't like is the +3 speed. If I could switch that out and get +3 fighting or +3 energy, or even +1 or 2 with the same stats, with the regenerate 25% health and a damage shield, then I would definitely stick with it. Next one is Cursed Medallion. When you use magic powers, gain 631 damage rating to melee powers, yada yada yada. This is probably not a good one to use for her summon build. This is a good one for her melee build. Let me see if I think Sinister's Medallion would actually be a great one. Sinister Medallion would definitely be a great one to use for her. Unfortunately, I don't think I have. I mean, Castellus Medallion works too. I don't think I have a what's it called? Sinister Medallion. Sinister or Ultron, actually, when you use it. Yeah, so Ultron's Medallion would definitely help out as well. Let me see the stats. It'll drop my crit hit down though, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. Yeah, so Ultron's Medallion, when you use a summon power, you gain 161 health, crit hit rating, and 288 brutal strike rating for 5 seconds, 5-second cooldown. Ultron's and Sinister's would be the best ones for her summon build. So for the legendary item, Neptune's Trident is the one you want to go for the summon build. Yeah, I would just stick with the Neptune's Trident for her summon, because you're focused around your summons. For my stats, I'm at 38.5k average effective health, 37% damage reduction, 3% attack speed, 3264 crit hit, 7268 crit damage, 2922 brutal strike, 5792 brutal damage, and 112% base damage. So just to show you what each ability looks like, so this is what X is. This is what's gonna bring your spirit back up, whatever, your spirit gain. And then this is the lesser bile demons on square. And then this is the soul brand. It'll confuse the enemies, making them fight each other as well, and it also does damage over time. And then circle, the command fist of Nazareth. Summons a big looking monster, ugly looking monster. This is for square. This is the I forgot what it's called, but this is what it does. Actually, let me read it off. So Dark Pact. So it says absorbs damage equal to 40% of your max health per lesser demon summoned, plus 120% of your max health per major demon summoned. So if you have all 3 of your lesser demons summoned, then Dark Pact is going to give you a 120% damage. You're going to be able to absorb up to damage. Absorbs damage equal to 120% of your max health, basically, in total. And yeah. So the next thing would be her. I completely forgot what the name is called. Back from Limbo. So what Back from Limbo is, you have to make sure you kill a monster with this ability, and then you basically it's like a Pokemon. You have to go and capture the Pokemon. It's like that. You go and capture the monster or the enemy, but you can't do that with bosses. You can do this with yellow enemies though, but most yellow enemies, I'm pretty sure all the yellow enemies become lesser. So this is what mine is. I got the training dragon. It does pretty nice damage too, so and then this is the signature. And then that's what happens when you activate your signature with the Sherbus Newton. So there's no real rotation with Magik's summon build. All you do is just summon your stuff, pop your soul brand whenever there's a bunch of enemies nearby, and then just keep everything active basically. So that's basically it about Magik's build, her summon build. I will be posting her melee build too right after this actually, so keep a lookout for that. If this build helped you out at all, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, comment, yada yada yada. I did with my last Magik build breakdown, my only Magik build breakdown I had. I did read the comments and I guess I kind of took the, what's it called? Took it as constructive criticism instead of taking it as negativity, and just, messed around with Magik even more and, found a better build for her now that I kind of got her more understanding, I guess. But yeah, that's basically it for her. If this helped you, if you have any suggestions, any artifacts or whatever, go ahead and put that down in the comment section as well. More help would be greatly appreciated, because I'm always tweaking builds. I'm always messing with my builds because, yeah, I'm always updating it. So, this is all Danny Day 1 on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.